Okay, algebra. So I'm going over the same thing that the Khan Academy goes over. I am looking at page 419. It starts out saying lesson 3, investigating parts of the parabola. This is the page I'm on. It should be the start of one of your packets you made. Okay. So it asks, what is the shape of this graph? And if I run through this graph, we call this a U shape because it looks like a U. Okay. So these are called quadratics or parabolas. Quadratics or parabolas. That's our academic vocabulary for this. Does the graph have symmetry? So symmetry is, could we draw a line that it looks exactly the same over? So if I look right here, can I fold that in half and have it match? No. How about right here? If I fold that in half, could I have it match? No. But there is a place that I could fold this in half and it would match up perfectly. So right across that line, this dot mirrors with that dot, this dot mirrors with that dot, this dot mirrors with that dot, and so on and so forth. The only point that does not really mirror is this one that lies on that line. So the answer is yes, it has symmetry. And we're going to say the line of symmetry, or the LOS, is at x equals 1, 2, 3, and it's negative. Okay, so I just did that for you based off of the picture, but there's a way that that comes into play using that number too. So then it says, what does the function do as x is greater than negative 3? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go across this graph, and I'm going to start at x is negative 3. That puts me here. And I'm going to go to the right, because that's how it gets greater. And as it does that, it increases. Increases is actually our academic vocabulary word. And goes up would kind of be the lesser form of that. What does it do when it's less than? So I look to the left, and some people make the mistake of going to the left and saying it goes up. But we never, ever, ever read from right to left. We always read from left to right. So that's the trick right there, is that this is going down or decreasing. What are some special points on the graph? So if I look, there's a few special points. This red one is called our vertex. That's located at negative 3, negative 1. Notice that it's the opposite of the inside number and the same as the outside number. We have special points that I'm going to put in purple, and these points are called x-intercepts. They're located at negative 2 and negative 4. Notice these ones do not get parentheses around them. They're two separate points. Then in blue, I have my y-intercept because this one touches my y-axis, and this is located at 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to use all of this space right now to do academic vocabulary. We have our y-intercept at 8. We have our x-intercepts that touch the x-axis at -2 and -4. And then we have our vertex, which represents 1 point, so it gets parentheses put around it. And that's located at -3, -1. Then it says, where does the graph cross the y-axis? So that refers to one of our points. It refers to that y-intercept. And that happens at 8. Then it asks, where does the graph cross the x-axis? And that happens in 2 places. At -2 and -4 is where it hits my x-axis. And those are called x-intercepts. What is the lowest point on the graph? So we've learned in the past that that's called a minimum. And my minimum is also now known as my vertex, which is that -3, -1. It's that thing at the very bottom of the U. It's the only point that doesn't mirror. Okay, so I am just asking you to watch this really short video today. I want you to take a picture of this page once you're done writing on it and upload it to Google Classroom. And then if you have not finished your assignment from Tuesday, that's the rest of your assignment.